Well, I'm out here just chilling in my little, you can call it man cave, you can call it my office, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Me and my trusted water here. Anyway, I'm out here chilling right now. Just got through packaging up another sale. Um, so, uh, yeah, and if you want to see it, all this out here, it is. Okay. So, there you go, see sneakers, things of that nature. But, so I'm just out here chilling, packaging. Well, just packaging an item that I sold today. Um, so it's really not that big, but I don't know. It's a great place of peace. Just chill over me and my son. We come out here and we play our video games, which is, yeah. But some of these items you can see, that especially like the shoes. Some of them, not all of them, are on sale at the Soul Exchange. Follow the Moon Man. So anyway, some of the items are up there for sale. The shoes like this one, not that one, and not that one. They're not for sale. Nor is that one. But anyway, so I'm kind of a collected guy. I'm a nerd, as you can tell. These are some of my books. This shelf here is double stacked. So what that means, I don't know if you can see back there, but there's another row of books. So this shelf here is double stacked. This one is double stacked. This one is double stacked. And that's some of them. Okay. Oh, by the way, some right there too. There's a couple in the cabinets. So what's up, Nip? There's a couple in the cabinets. Always remember the marathon continues. If you're a business person, business owner, you got a business idea, whatever, the marathon continues. Okay. So it's humble beginnings. Humble beginnings. But those are the Jordan 1s, these blue box. The Lost and Found Jordan 1s Royals. Great, just beautiful shoe. What else? Let me see. Jordans, foam posits. Anyway, so in this shoes in here. So one day we'll go through them so we can talk about it. But anyway, I guess the point for this video is I've been having different business ideas for a long time. I've had photography business, car business. I'm stepping into the shoe game to flip some sneakers, which is what I've been doing. Got these from a spot. Made a $20 profit. So it's possible. You just have to have a vision and you got to have a hustle. What I mean by hustle, I don't mean movement with no progress. I mean actual avid hustling, like a grind, like a job. And so it's imperative that you learn the business. You learn business, then you learn the business. So you need to understand business, which is the principle of buying low, selling high, and you need to understand the business that you're in. That's just one. Now, as far as me personally, I said before, I'm a nerd, and I'm a historian. So history is, outside of my wife, my only other The only other thing that I will probably submit to. So yeah, my wife, and history is my mistress after my wife. There's nothing else. There's really no need for anything else, to be honest. And it's something that I love to do. It's something that I love to do is research. Most of my stuff is research material, all up in here, whether it's, just things that I've studied. My long-term goal is to get my doctorate, probably in religious studies, and one day possibly, be a history professor, which is my long-term goals. Because I just love history, and I love talking about history. I also love business. I actually, found myself really loving coaching. And and I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, you have to, or for me personally, I am teaching for where I'm going, because if I focus only on where I'm at, I might quit. but so I'm teaching for where I'm going, and I'm preparing myself for what's next. And that's pretty much what I'm doing and like I said, I've done this a while. Like most people think you just wake up one day and you have a lot of followers, or you have a lot of, I did a video, my daughter's 15. I did a video roughly 14 to 15 years ago with Raheem Devine's song, Woman. I did not know that video had over 100,000 views. I am 100,000 views short of 1 million views online. Not 1 million followers. I'm still working on that, because I literally had stopped using YouTube for a while. My YouTube account started in 2008. Okay. And to give you an idea of where I was in my life at that time, I had been fired from Coca-Cola, which I have a Class A CDLs through Coca-Cola. I had been fired from Coca-Cola. My daughter was born November 26th of 2008, about 2 or so months, maybe 3 months after I had been fired. And when I started getting into YouTube, Barack Obama had won the nomination for president. So that was early January-ish. And I did that video. I can't remember when I did that video. I think she was here after that. Because I had been fired, I was allowed, and I'm not saying it's a great thing, I was allowed the opportunity to witness history. Weirdly enough, the night of Obama's election, I was a waiter. I was working as a waiter at Logan's Roadhouse in Albany, Georgia. And one day I'm going to share this story, hopefully in an auditorium. But I was working as a waiter. And once I got home, that's when everything went down. And I was able to witness that historical moment. But shortly thereafter, I started photography. Shortly thereafter, about a year later, I started, was working at not Home Depot, Lowe's, as a delivery driver. What am I saying all this for? I planted the seed 15 years ago for learning how to do this. You have guys that get online and they post and, content, things of that nature. And I knew the grind back then. Back then, I have a video that I did 10 years ago. It's got almost 50,000 views on YouTube. I was reviewing a supplement. And the crazy thing is, I've been doing this long enough now to understand how it all works together. And so stepping off into sneakers, there's a lot of different things, avenues. I'm building it right now. So everything that you're seeing, as far as the marketing, as far as the branding, as far as the quote unquote commercials, as far as product placement, the photos that you see. I'm a photographer. I know how to take great photos. I know how to take portraits. I know how to do lighting. I know how to do recording. I know how to do all of that stuff. The weird thing is, 15 years ago, half of the technology was not available. 15 years ago, my logo, this logo, I would have had to hire somebody to do it. I went on Canva and created it. And it has multiple layers. That's just one. If you watch some of the promo ads, you will see a lot of the Spectrum PlayStation 2. I had that 15 years ago. That's actually funny. My wife, well, she wasn't my wife, my girlfriend at the time, which becomes my wife, bought this in Conyers, and we got married in 2000, in like 2004, 2005, somewhere around in there, with a big booty gray TV, JVC for something from a Circuit City in Conyers. It's crazy how things come back full circle, and we'll talk about something else after Christmas. But it's wild, full circle. And video gaming, like, you can stream video games 15 years ago. I'm streaming video games now. I can edit. I'm lazy. I don't feel like doing it. But my son, who I never would have thought, I literally stopped posting on YouTube. I literally was just not doing it. Here's my son now, 8, and he's watching YouTube videos. Guess what he wants to do? He wants to put stuff on. And I'm like, how did this full circle? So, and now I'm taking my business knowledge, and let's keep it a book. I stopped doing photography. I didn't fail. The car business flopped. That thing caused too much overhead. I do a lot of my photography now, and sometimes you can't tell on this camera on the iPhone, which by itself is worth a lot of DSLRs, depending on what you're shooting. And I have the thing where I get my ring light for my shoes. If you look at, go to Soul Exchange, go to eBay, type in the Soul Exchange, and you look at my photos, you'll see this little halo thing with my shoes in a box. That's this thing here. And I just set it up and go to shooting. But it's product, and I'm gonna go through a lot of this stuff. I want to kind of start helping other people out there. You don't have to do sneakers. You can do, if you really want to, if you have a full-time job, okay, let's say you're not making a ton of money, but you got a little extra money, your local Goodwill can change your life, because what you're looking to do is create a business. And with eBay, you can create a business that's tax deductible. With YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, now you turn from not only creating a business that's online, but now you're creating content, which is also a part of business. Okay, you're your own network. So think of yourself as 50 Cent, and Power, and all the things that he's done. Think of yourself as Ted Turner, the creator of CNN and TNT. Think of yourself as those type of CEOs. And your camera phone, it don't matter how good it is or bad it is, to be honest, creating content. And with the apps that they have today, you can actually maximize a whole bunch of stuff real easy. Squeaking chair, not included. And then, like I said, learn your product. That football right there is autographed by Bobby Bowden, Florida State head coach. Never sell it. My mother-in-law got it for me, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. Let me see. He-Man, because I'm an 80s baby. We know Iron Man, Thor, okay, Foamposite, just a whole bunch of stuff. And history books. And then, if you don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah. Don't give up on your dream. Don't lose focus. Grind hard. Produce content like you're losing. Produce content like you're losing your mind. Make so many videos in advance and date them out on YouTube. So you're delivering once a week. Right now I'm at like 630 something followers. It's not a lot. I'm getting close to the 1,000. I'm not even worried about that. That's the end product. Because the key point is the more you do it, the consistency determines the reality. And so the more you consistent you are, the more you're producing. You've got to have this little gift right here. Everybody don't have this gift. And I'm not talking about my handsome face. Everybody don't have this particular gift or this particular gift. And that gift is the gift of gab. I sold cars for about 3 years, or I tried to sell cars 3 years back in my early 20s. Was a complete bust for me, wasn't good at it. But I understood how the gift of gab worked. I would never want to go back to selling cars, so I do understand how to sell, period. I know how to sell myself. I know how to sell a product. So, and you also have to have an eye of a photographer. You also have to have a mindset. You also got to understand how products work. You also have to understand how to make your stuff eye-popping. You also have to understand how retail works. You also have to understand the buying, selling cycles. You also have to understand that, hey, we're in December. January is going to be the start of tax season. Well, technically speaking, now it's the start of tax season. January is going to go off all the way to April 15 because people are going to start getting their income taxes back. Guess what they're going to start buying? Clothes, more than likely, and cars. Okay, so, well, maybe not cars as much. The car business is not doing as well as it was once thought on the resale market, but people are going to be buying clothes. They're going to be buying clothes pretty much all the way up until June, not June, the first quarter, so that'd be April. And then there's a dip because the money's going to be running out from the tax season. And then June, you're going to see an uptick because back to school. That's retail. Well, how do I know that? Well, guess what? Assistant manager at, what's the name of that place? Walmart. And when I was assistant manager at Walmart, I got the opportunity to understand the trends. And when you get to understanding the trends and you get to understanding back to school, if you're running an online business, that's how you do it. Now, let's say, for instance, you don't have the high budget of, say, for instance, a lot of other people online selling. Well, take the budget you have. It might be $10. It might be $15, however much it is at that time, and invest it in yourself. Invest it in your business. Whatever that is. Don't go grandiose to where your overhead cost is $5,000-$6,000. I've made that mistake. Not going to do that again. Don't make it to where your overhead is too high. Start humbly and low and build. Slow progression is better than no progression. Remember that. You don't need to invest $5,000. First of all, if you need somebody to give you $5,000 up front and you have not made any sales, you're already failing. Never need somebody else's investment until you are making profit. When you start making profit and you've got the data, always have evidence, always have proof. If you don't have evidence and proof, you have no argument. If you don't have facts, you have no argument. If you don't have the receipts from what you are selling, making a profit to show that you are equipped in doing it consistently, guess what you don't have? You have a hope and a dream, and you're asking an investor on faith. Money doesn't move on faith. Money moves on fact. Okay? Remember that. I know you'll say, well, if I go to church, they say faith. Yeah, for the person who sits in the pulpit. He's got the fact that you're going to tithe. Okay? So then he can go buy a Rolls Royce or whatever he wants to buy for God. So for you, money don't move on faith. Money moves on fact. When you have a fact, you have ability to make money. When you have facts consistently, you have results. When you have results, that's when you have a know and a knowledge. So where's my point? My point is this. Playing around. I really started this thing in June. I think it was June. July-ish, June-ish. May. I think when I put stuff up. April, May, when I started putting things on eBay. But I really didn't take it seriously till October. Playing. I'm not really. I've done it since October. I've been intent. But in May, I was just kind of, man, I'm gonna play around because I've done this before and wasn't necessarily as successful. So what happened? Well, I grew. I grew financially. I grew in my business savvy. I grew in my own education. I grew in investing. I grew. And now, just playing around, chilling, in the last less than 60 days, we're talking $500. In the last 6 months, almost $1,000. Playing. I'm just been flipping, just, part-time, not even part-time, just to play around with it and recycling the money. Paying different bills, just whatever. I'm telling you, it's like easy. You just gotta have a know-how, have a little patience, not a lot of patience, a little patience, understand markets, understand the product, understand what you're selling. And next thing you know, you start seeing benefits. So I guess this was an impromptu podcast or impromptu video just on what I'm doing, having fun, chilling. And guess what? I am an educator. Guess who loves the fact that they don't see me in the same sneaker almost? They barely, in the past 2 months, I haven't worn the same sneaker twice. Put it like that. And guess who loves it? The kids. Guess what I've started to implement into my lesson, my business. How? I show them how entrepreneurship work, which is a part of our lesson. I show them how business work, which is a part of the lesson for entrepreneurship, human capital, business, all that stuff. Economics, market value, all that. I show them. Well, guess as an educator, guess what that goes to now? It's a tax write-off because I'm an educator and I use the sneakers as a part of my business or as part of my education. I'm sorry, as a part of my class education. Guess what the kids come looking for? What type of sneakers Mr. Fair got on today? You have to get outside the box. Education wants to put you in a box and keep you there. But creatives like me can't go for that because our creativity is what fuels our desire to teach. If you put me in a box, my personality, you're gonna be miserable as leadership. You let me out the box and say, hey, look, you can get out that box, but I want you to at least be in this hemisphere. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'll take it from there. But if you just want me to, here's the script. I'm not following I'm gonna say that. I do follow the script, but if I can't tweak the script or add visuals or it's not gonna work. You're gonna be miserable because I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me, whether you like it or not, whether you put up with it or not. I'm going to be me, period. And if you think that everybody that has tried to tame me, yeah, I feel bad for them. And it's a list of them the size of a school hallway. So give me a hemisphere, I got you. Try to confine me, there hasn't been a matador created yet. Remember that. So anyway, not quick, almost 25 minutes. Check out the Soul Exchange on eBay. If you see something that's your size 13, I'm working on expanding. I just sold a sneaker that's a 10.5. So I'm working on getting more inventory stuff in. If you have any ideas, if you have any creative things you want to do, holler at your boy. If you need some consulting, holler at your boy. Anyway, go to the Solar Stain. Also, for my son and I, YouTube channel is Locks and Logic. My son is Locks, I'm Logic. My son is actually a little bit more logic than me in some cases. He's 8, but he's smarter than me already. If you know my dad, you know me. It makes, if you know my uncle, my dad, and me, and yeah, and yeah, just holler at your boy. If you see something I got, you like, order it. I can't discount it because I know you, because I'm not, because it's a business. And be easy. And look, I'm gonna do what I can to produce more content like this, and also show more stuff. I'm expanding. I smell like smoke because I've been outside experimenting on how to make fires. I'm planning on doing some marshmallows and s'mores Christmas Eve. So I'm hoping to light a fire, have it burn most of the night. I got a projector, and the speaker's supposed to be here by now. And I'm starting Amazon. Hey, look, care for this Christmas. I ordered it. I want it. So Christmas Eve, we're supposed to be outside with the fire, and projecting and watching Christmas movies to Christmas Eve. Christmas Day. So that's the goal. And but anyway, I'm gonna be making some content tonight, video gaming wise, and more content coming in 2024. I've already uploaded videos all the way until April, and I'll be uploading more content videos in the next couple of weeks into the summer, so that I can keep up with the YouTube algorithm. You need to post at least weekly on the YouTube algorithm, so I'm trying to space it out. I'm trying to do 2K, UFC, those are two of my favorite stuff. And we're gonna see how it pans. Got to get back into Madden. You can't coach football and don't. Well, most of these kids don't even. Anyway, that's not stuff. Anyway, it's your boy Jimmy Fair with the Ferris Bump. Oh, my bad. I'm going back into my days with the Ferris Bumps, which is still relevant. Which was one of my first online things, the Ferris Bumps. Anyway, holla at your boy. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Deuces.